We was promoted in the last episode, and today we got the opportunity to go up as champions. Hello everyone, I'm Dan. Welcome to another episode of our FM21 Sleeping Giants Challenge with Sunderland, where today it is the climax to the second season of our 5-year challenge. Hope you're all doing very well. I'm doing very well because I'm recording this after the day Leicester City won the first ever FA Cup, and I think it was written in the stars after my Leicester series where I won it in the first season as well. And I'm rather walking around proudly wearing this shirt today, the FA Cup final shirt, and yes, delighted that we did beat Chelsea yesterday. It's always nice to get one over Chelsea as well, and especially when they're up for the European Super League, wanting to break away. It's always nice, and that's what football's always about, isn't it? Beating the big clubs, and them owners want to ruin it by going to the ESL. But anyway, enough about that. Let's get back to Football Manager rather than real football, because I'll go on a rant about that all day long. And today we can wrap up going up to the Premier League as champions. We face Derby. Fulham are above us, a point ahead of us currently, but we can go up if we win and Fulham drop points where they are. Let's show you exactly how we've been getting on. If you wasn't here for the last episode, if you was, go back and watch it. It was an interesting one for going for promotion, but you was back there for the QPR away game and Sheffield United at home. It was a double header because obviously we wanted to go up. We didn't want to drag it up over 2 episodes, so we had the opportunity against Queen's Park Rangers. We were very poor, wasn't we? Lost 2-0. But we battered Sheffield United at the Stadium of Light 1-4-1, and it was an absolute incredible performance going up on a high, because we've been quite poor at the Stadium of Light before that. I think we hadn't won there for about 4 or 5 games, so it was nice to beat a good Sheffield United side who could possibly come up with us as well via the playoffs. But today we faced Derby, who are in 12th position and not really going for anything. If we have a look at the Championship table, as you can see, 6 points clear of Norwich. They're not catching us on the final day. Fulham are up in first currently. They're at home to Swansea City, and Swansea City again have got nothing to play for, only to finish 7th, and I don't think they're too bothered about that one. But hopefully we had a tough game against Swansea recently. Hopefully they can go and do the business against Fulham. If we win and Fulham even draw, we'll go up as champions as well. We just got a better Fulham's result today, and we will be champions, and it'll be nice to get back to. Obviously we've got back-to-back promotions, which is incredible, but if we can win the championship, it'll be phenomenal. So let's get straight into the game then. And this is the side we've selected. It's pretty much, you know the sides we're going to select when they're all fit. It's Butland in goal, Clark, Willis, Wright, 09, Dobson, Power, Green, Maguire, Gooch, and Liam Delap up top. Liam Delap's final game for us today, unless we can bring him back next season in the Premier League. I think he's good enough for the Premier League. If you're scoring 24 goals in a championship, you can test yourself in the Premier League, and I think he will do well, along with Niall Ennis, of course, who is a permanent signing here. There's a few unhappy players there, as you can see. The 3 in the starting 11 just want new contracts, that's all. Didn't want to discuss it till after the final day of the season. Sam Hughes wants away. I think he wants away, doesn't he? Yeah, wants to move for a new challenge. To be fair, he's not playing a lot of football, but you never know. I still want him in the squad, so we may loan him out next year. I don't know. I've not decided. All the attention has been solely on finishing this season. But let's get straight into it then. It is a big game. We're leaving Andre Green in there because without him we miss a lot of attacking flair. When he's been injured, the results are poor, and we started to get better since he's come back. And hopefully he can guide us to the championship title today. We're going to say carry on. It's the same as the last match. Go out there and carry on. And we are underway here. Tunnel interview. We're just going to send the assistants that. I don't want to be involved in the media on the final day. And here we go. Sunderland against Derby. Hopefully 3 points for the Black Cats. It will be enough. If Fulham lose and we draw, we'll be up as well because of the... we'll be champions as well because of the way the goal difference works, obviously. And we've got a much superior goal difference. Green on the ball now at the byline, looking to put the ball into the box. He doesn't get the opportunity. Now Derby are going to try and hit us on the counter-attack. Here's a Sombalonga. Back to Tanganga. Going forward, but the ball's poor. No one on the wings there. Clark has the ball. Plays it into Dobson. Dobson now Out wide here to Lyndon Gooch. Gooch on the ball now coming forward. It's quite end-to-end by the looks of it. This highlight's dragging on for quite a while. Hopefully it's leading to a goal. 9, and it is a goal. I think it's an own goal. Don't think Delap got on the end of it. No, Thomas Callas has turned it past his own keeper. 7 minutes in. Sunderland 1, Derby 0. As it stands, I think we're champions. But there's a long way to go this afternoon. Still 83 minutes left in both games, and that's rather unfortunate for Callas. I think he just tried to guide it back to his keeper, but his keeper didn't anticipate that at all. He was looking to intercept the cross, come and collect it, because it was going to fall to Liam Delap otherwise. But it is 1-0. Derby coming forward now. Here's Knight, and it is 1-1 instantly. What a response that is from Derby. Jason Knight, who said they're not up for it today, playing for nothing. They brought a lot of fans to Derby today, and yeah, that was a good reply for them, wasn't it? Very poor from us. We just seemed to switch off. Sibley's ball into Knight. Acres of space. 1 or 2 touches too many there. I would like to thought Butland would have been closing that down a bit better than he actually did. But they have equalised, and they're playing quite well, Derby, if you have a look at that. 3 shots in the opening game. There's a really annoying hair on my microphone. Don't get animals, guys. Hairs get everywhere. Butland to Wright. Wright pings it out wide to Green, who wins the header. Clark back to Green now. This has got the recipe for a great game, hasn't it now? Hopefully it's a goal fest on the final game for you. Delap's in. Hopefully Delap can score. Delap strikes. Was it a save or was it the post? I think it was the post. He hit that with some power, and yeah, it ricocheted off the post, and he actually hit the inside of the post somehow there, and it didn't go in. No idea how it didn't. 35 minutes gone. It is still. I've praised them by accident. I was meant to demand more. I'm praising them as Derby are coming forward. If Derby score here and the praise is given, we're going to look rather stupid. Sibley, Bird, come on boys, overturn this because I'll look ridiculous. Sibley, Maguire, come on boys, go and score, and then the praise is worth it. It's like I meant it. Delap's in, Delap strikes, and it is saved. He should have scored there as well. He's had 2 good opportunities, hasn't scored them, and now we're going to praise them. At least we didn't praise them if Derby had scored. That would have been stupid. Maguire's not going to make that. Verlinden now here for Derby coming forward. They're looking good, Derby, to be fair to them. Verlinden in the box now. Maguire, I thought was going to bring him down for a penalty, but it goes out for a corner kick. 5 minutes remaining. It's been quite a good first half, hasn't it? 2 early goals and chances for both sides. We've hit the woodwork. They've had opportunities, and so have we as well. And Delap should have scored, shouldn't he? That 1-on-1 chance. Played out wide here to Jos Wyack, is it? He's into the box now, and it should have been 2-1 to Derby, shouldn't he? He's put it past the far post. Lots of goals, lots of chances in this game today. They're playing a very similar system to us, but with a shadow striker. That looks like the only difference from the first glance. We're going to say we're not happy with the performance out there. We want to go out there and win the game, boys. Come on. Currently, Fulham are only drawing themselves as well, so it's still a good opportunity for us today. If we can score here early in the second half, it would be great. Powers ball, Wright's header saved by Marshall. David Marshall's a bit of a veteran keeper, isn't he? He's been around for ages. He's I think he played for Cardiff. I might be wrong there. Verlinden coming forward now. He's played very well today for Derby. Ball into Asombalonga, who's very, very good player, and it was intercepted. It was a great challenge. I think it was from Wright, but then Asombalonga was just more proactive, wasn't he? He was just proactive. Our players just reacted poorly. Look at this. It was a good challenge. I think it was it Wright? No, it was Willis. It was a good challenge. And then it put Butland in all sorts of trouble, didn't it? And Asombalonga tucks it home to make it 2-1 to Derby. Not good at all, Willis. We might switch up to a 4-2-4 shortly if we don't pull one back by the 60th minute. Bring on Ellis, have 2 strikers up there. 44 goals between them this season. Surely one of them's going to knock in an equaliser for us. Josh Wiak coming on the ball now, and it's a penalty. I mean, we don't usually give penalties away, really, but we've given one away here, and don't be 3-1, please. Asombalonga strikes and Butland doesn't save. He's normally a good penalty penalty saver. Does that make sense? He usually saves penalties. He's got a good ratio, Butland. Maybe I'm basing that on last year on FM20 when I had him at Blackburn. He seems to save every penalty going. But it's 3-1 to Derby. This is poor. We're going to go 4-4-2 now. If we can turn it around and win 4-3, we can still go up as champions. At the minute, it's not looking likely. So Andre Green's having a mare. I didn't really want to bring him off. Who should we bring off here? Dobson or Power? Green, Maguire? It might have to be Maguire, you know. He's got a 6.6, but we're going to bring him off. We are going to put on Niall Ennis. Put him as the deep lying forward. Delap as the press in, and we'll have him on support. And we are going to go attacking as well. Make these boys attacking. we just need to go for it, don't we? I mean, we're up anyway. It doesn't really matter too much. We'll go box-to-box midfielder as well for Dobson, and I think that'll be all good for now. Come on, boys. Let's drop some encouragement on there for them. There's still plenty of time remaining. Half hour to go. It is Sunderland 1, Derby 3. Not the way we wanted to finish the season. Fulham are winning as well, so at the minute it looks like we're not going to go up as champions anyway, even if we do turn it around. But there's 13 minutes remaining. Sunderland 1, Derby 3. Come on, boys. Let's show a little bit of fight. Andre Green's having an absolute nightmare. He's struggling with a bit of an injury. He's on a 6.1 rating. And, he's struggling. Son Bolonga into Josh Reack, and it's a good save this time from Butland. And it is still 3-1 to Derby. They totally deserve it. I'm not going to lie. We had two fantastic opportunities in that first half where we hit the post. And then Delap should have scored when he was 1-on-1 with the keeper. But other than that, Derby have had a lot of chances. The highlights have fallen their way. Stats-wise, they look like they've... why is it saying to always press the Son Bolonga when we've already done that? And I think they deserve it, to be honest, on the balance of play. Willis intercepts that one, and this time the defence are reactive enough to get rid of it. Swansea have pulled one back, but it's not good enough for us. We've got no time to score 3 goals ourselves now, have we, as we enter injury time. And that is that. It's a defeat on the final day of the season. No fairy tale championship title, but my word, back-to-back promotions has happened, and that was crazy. First 2 seasons, I didn't think we'd be in the Premier League within 3 seasons. So we're going to have 3 seasons in the Premier League now for you. Can we build this club that next year, I suppose, we just want to survive, maybe then push towards mid-table and then Europe? I would like to survive, then get into Europe and then challenge for the title. That would be tremendous. We can be challenging for the title in 3 years' time after getting promoted. But that is highly ambitious for sure. End of season review then coming up. So what a season it has been. Let's have a look at the new arrivals then, because there was quite a few. No question about the 2 best signings in Liam Delap and Niall Ennis. Apparently he was the better one. Is that what the star means? Yeah, signing the season, Niall Ennis. Maybe because he was permanent and he scored 20 goals in 19 starts, you got to say. 23 substitute appearances. Delap has been the main man for sure, but Ennis is only 22. He's only going to get better and better. He's £2 million signing from Plymouth. What a bargain that was. And I think George Dobson has gone under the radar a little bit. He was superb for us. Scowen kept getting himself, of course, he kept getting himself suspended. He was injured quite a lot. Dobson come in and he's taken over that role for sure. £625,000 signing from that club, which I'm not going to try and pronounce once again. Butland's been good as well. The board were really disappointed with how much money we was paying him, but he's got a 7 average rating. He's been terrific for us this season. Andre Green's been good as well. They've all been very good. Look, Mitch Clark, 6.93. They're all in the high 6s, aren't they? Dino Simu from Chelsea. We haven't really played him. We spent £1 million on him. But did we spend £1 million on him? I do not remember doing that. And yes, we did. We spent £1 million on him. Interesting. As I said, don't remember doing that. I thought it was a free signing, but obviously not. The board are very happy. A+ for us there for winning promotion from the Championship. Finishing second, there's confirmations. 3 points clear of Norwich. We've had a couple of good results against them this season. Palace as well. I thought they were the team that would be going up, but they have finished 4th. They've got to do it in the playoffs. They'll play Rotherham. Norwich will play Bournemouth. I would have had Norwich and Bournemouth as the favourites to go up in the playoffs, so I do think it'll be one of them, but Palace are dangerous as well. Who went down as well? Cardiff, Barnsley and Luton. So the teams that come up with us last year, MK Dons and Ipswich, have survived as well. So well done to them. In the FA Cup, of course, we was knocked out in the 3rd round by Everton, and this is what I mean. It's going to be a tough year next year because Everton were fantastic that day and we couldn't really get near them. And Carabao Cup, we got knocked out in the 2nd round by Preston. Moments to remember, 5-0 win against Ipswich Town, first game of the season. It was incredible, wasn't it? No one expected that. It was like 3-0 up in 11 minutes. It was nuts. Green, Delap and Ennis all getting on the score sheet on their debuts. Match to remember, that was biggest win, Match to remember was the 4-0 demolition of Bournemouth away from home, which was absolutely incredible because they were a top side. And goal of the season was against QPR. And it was, who was it? Jack Rolls' goal against QPR there. Finances as well. Broadcast revenue's gone up. That will go up dramatically next year. Hopefully we'll have a bit of cash. We still haven't had anything for next year in terms of budgets or anything. Merchandise. Ennis was the top sales there of shirts. I'm surprised Delap's not in there. However, Jack Rolls is in there as well, which is interesting. He doesn't play an awful lot of games. But I think maybe because Delap's a loan signing, people don't really get loanies on their shirts, do they? Here is the team of the season. Is this team of the season? I guess it is. It says how you lined up. Maybe it's done on average appearances, maybe. Butland Hume at left back. Wright, Willis, Clark. Power, Scowen, Green, Maguire, Gooch, Delap. It's mainly Wright. Scowen should be on the right side of the midfield there. Hume I wouldn't put in there. I think that should be Mitch Clark and 09 at right back there. Also player awards. Fans player of the season, Jordan Willis. Interesting one, but he has been superb. I'm glad. It's nice when you don't see the top goal scorer winning that award, but Jordan Willis has won that. Young player of the season was Liam Delap, terrific. Signing of the season, Niall Ennis. Jack Rolls with goal of the season, as we know. Top goal scorer was Liam Delap with 24 goals. Maguire got 10 assists. Most player of the match, can't say man of the match anymore, can you? 7 for Liam Delap. Highest average rating, 7.1 for Willis. Max Power with the most passes completed per 90 minutes of 76, which is quite a good stat, isn't it? And apparently for record breakers as well. Most goals by a player in the season, 24 from Delap. I guess this is just all club. And fastest goal in there as well from Andre Green, 1 minute and 43 seconds, I guess that is. Don't know why the S is down there. But that was rather nice, wasn't it? We didn't seem to have anything, any notification in terms of budgets or anything, but I have clicked on the finances section now. I did go through a few days, still nothing, but I've clicked on finances now and it looks like we have a £36.5 million transfer budget next season, along with a wage budget of £639,000 as well. We're currently spending 200 grand, so we've got about 400,000 to play with there, £36.5 million. It should be an interesting summer here at Sunderland. But guys, thank you very much for watching. I think what we'll do in the next episode, I will just go through the whole pre-season transfer, well, right up to the first game of the season. Obviously transfers will be made as well, sort out all these contracts that players want. Now they're Premier League players, they want some big bucks. But I'll play through that and we'll come back for the first game of the season, whoever that may be in the Premier League. But thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like on there for me. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already done so and you're enjoying my content. Hit the little bell to be notified every time I upload a video. And thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time here on Reesy FC. Back in the Premier League. Bye-bye.